What is up, guys and gals? Welcome to episode number 212 of the Nonsense Review. That's right, we've got the same amount of episodes as the most pots thrown by a single individual.
That's
in an hour.
Okay, fair enough. That's a way better number factoid than just go 212 Maureen. Ooh, she's cheap.
What?
You know when we changed from 192 from directory inquiries to 118s? Well, the 118 that was one of the competing ones with 118, 118, and 118 500 is 118212 Maureen. She's cheap.
I think my silence should speak volumes.
Yes.
Rick, you're old.
There are better numbers.
212 is the amount of pots thrown in a single hour by an individual. Apparently, pots thrown in this context just means pots made, but they don't actually show you the quality of the pots, so...
Oh, right, okay. I thought you meant just like chucking a mug.
No, pots thrown as in throwing pottery, as in making pottery.
Yeah, alright, that makes a lot more sense. I'm like, oh, Jesus, yeah, I'm pretty sure I could throw more mugs than that off a cliff or whatever. Okay, yes, with the additional context, that's a lot more impressive.
The additional context of giving the definition of a word.
Yes. Oh boy, pots thrown. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
But again, it's one of these. This was a Guinness World Record, and they don't show you the pots that were made. So it's one of those where, was it though? What are the standards this is being measured?
Yeah, might have had to have I don't know, held water or whatever. So like 212 thimbles.
Well, even then, that's not. You can't really throw a thimble. You've seen how pots are made. You can't really do that.
Yeah, you splat and then you like thumb it while it's spinning, and yeah, I know a little bit about pottery, just not a lot.
You should do. You're Northern.
I'm also not Johnny Vegas.
Well then, but yes, I'm your host.
Like an actual expert on pottery.
But yes, I'm your host as always, Devon, and joining me as always, Ezra.
Hello, everyone.
Today's a bit of an interesting one because we're kind of last minute doing one slightly early because Rick's going to be away again.
Yeah, this was a little bit out of left field in that I'm heading away for a part of the week, and it just so happens to be the most inconvenient part of the week. However, we do have some news from in between to give to you guys.
Yes, but before we get to that, today we're doing Transformers Power of the Primes. Rick, you ready for some background info?
Yeah, let's go.
So this is the third and final installment of the Prime Wars trilogy, coming after Combiner Wars and Titans Returns.
Okay, these don't mean much to me.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Debuting on May the 1st, 2018, it concluded in July of the same year. It's a fairly short series. Overall, this is technically the 19th episode.
Okay, so yeah, it's counted as episode 1, but I guess, yeah, like you say, with the other two series included, then yeah.
Yeah, so that means, I don't know if they split it like 10 episodes and 8 or 9 and 9, but yeah, there was 18 episodes before this setting up stuff.
Sure. So we're entering it in media res.
So yes, why are we watching this? Well, Transformers is an easy to watch show for the most part, and at 10 minutes an episode, it makes sense.
Yeah, sure. Well picked.
So here's a very brief summary. The previous installments, or rather installment I should say, Titans Return, had Optimus Prime being killed off for the 600th time. Hasbro put it to a fan vote as to who should become the new Prime. Rick, who do you think the audience voted for?
Ooh, Ultra Magnus.
No.
Ooh, Grimlock.
No, not Grimlock. Do you want me to tell you?
Me, Grimlock Prime. Yeah, go ahead.
Optimus Primal.
Oh, okay.
So that's the Beast Wars version of Optimus Prime.
Yeah, I didn't know that he was in the same continuity.
Well, he is in this show.
Sure.
But yes, basically, we're starting off with Optimus gone. It's up to Megatron to rally against the BBEG, who is Megatronus.
Okay, so different to Megatron is Megatronus.
Yeah. Megatronus in this continuity wants to destroy basically all the Transformers. It's very weird.
Yeah, including Megatron and the Decepticons, I'm assuming, rather than just the Autobots.
I said all Transformers, didn't I?
Yeah.
So the voice acting cast is pretty interesting. We have Peter Cullen as Optimus Prime. As far as I'm concerned, he is a legendary performer.
Oh yeah, he is Optimus Prime.
Yeah, he's the OG voice of Optimus, as you know. Has voiced him in plenty of projects before, including this. More importantly, he gave the Predator his iconic iconic growl.
Yeah!
Which, if you've not seen his interview when he's describing how he came up with it, honestly, give that interview a look. He's very funny with his telling of the story. It's quite informative, and I cannot do the story justice, so just look it up. It's on YouTube.
Yeah. He's also Eeyore.
He is indeed Eeyore. He's voiced many a beloved character. But yes, on the VIA side of things, we also have Mark Hamill returning as Megatronus.
Ah, sweet.
He played the character in the previous installment, and I don't think I need to sing this guy's praises.
Yeah, absolutely. He's one of our favourite guys, just in general. He's not even just a favourite actor, he's just like one of our favourite people.
We also get Samoa Joe as the badass Predacon. For those of you who don't know, Samoa Joe is an accomplished wrestler, and I mark the fuck out whenever he appears in a project.
Yeah.
Most recently, he played the lead antagonist in Pirate Yakuza.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny in Yakuza games, because when an actor / celebrity shows up, they are just them.
Yeah.
We get Ron Perlman giving his voice to Optimus Primal, which, yeah, no shit.
Yeah, war never changes. Hellboy, yeah, a pretty good pick for that.
The last VA I'm going to shine a light on is one Jason Marnosha. At least I think that's how you pronounce his surname. He is starring as Megatron.
Okay, so no Frank Welker.
By the looks of things, no.
Alrighty.
A veteran VA in his own right. He's been acting since 1996. He's been in a shit ton of projects. Quite a few, like a lot of voice actors, he did a lot of old school, like Western dubs.
Sure.
But in his list of credits, you might know him as Victor Vasco from Lackadaisy.
Okay.
So yeah, accomplished VA taking on the mantle of Megatron today.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it for background information. As Rick mentioned, we've got a little bit of news to touch upon. We're not going to go into our weeks in depth. We're pretty much just going to talk about the most recent Nintendo Direct.
Yep, this happened on the day of recording when we last recorded, and here you get to hear about it. There was a reveal of the Dragon Quest HD remake. This looks rather cute. It looks like Octopath Traveler.
It's a remake, isn't it? So it should just be the same game, but look nicer.
Essentially, yeah. It's a 2D HD remake of Dragon Quest 1 and 2 in one package.
I mean, that's fair. I've never been one for Dragon Quest games, and I'm probably not going to start now.
Yeah. Are we going to skip the things that we're not really caring about, yeah?
Well, Rick, you're in charge of this segment. You do what you want.
Yeah. Somnium Files, don't care. However, Raido, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, is a remake of, is it Devil Summoner, I believe?
Well, you've got the same article up that I have, so just read it.
Yeah, so it's a remaster of the Devil Summoner games, which was on the PS2, general part of the Megami Tensei franchise, and I remember like being pretty hyped for this when the trailer played last weekend. Man, it looked neat. If you want more SMT, you could do worse than to go back and play this, essentially.
Yeah, the Devil Summoner game is interesting because I believe they also did one for the DS, or they ported one to the DS. It was a very weird but interesting game.
Yeah. Shadow Labyrinth is that Pac-Man Metroidvania.
Yeah, I
a little bit more.
I couldn't give a fuck about this, but what a fucking crossover.
Yeah, it's such a weird concept for something like this, but it kind of makes a weird amount of sense. I kind of dig it. Probably not going to buy it, but it looks cute. Patapon is the kind of thing that you would expect to be on the mobile phone, to be honest. Rhythm action game from the PSP, now getting remade on the Switch. Story of Seasons, if you are a farming kind of person. I'm not.
I'm also not. I like Stardew Valley, but then people just assume that means I like all farming games, and I don't.
Yeah. Metroid Prime 4. This has been a hell of a long time coming.
I was going to say, this has been teased for since time immemorial.
Yeah. Samus apparently now has psychic powers, which, fair. The Switch is kind of showing its age by showing the limitations of this game, showing first-person view, which is kind of fine, but when you take it into the consideration that this is a Nintendo Switch that it has to work on, it does still look fantastic. Looking forward to this one, actually. Disney Villains Cursed Cafe. This is the one that feels the most fun out of everything that I've seen so far. It's like a bartender game where your customers are all Disney villains.
Yeah, this is a really weird one because apparently it just dropped at the same time, and like it was immediately available on Steam as well. So how much money did Disney just give Nintendo to advertise this?
Yeah. There is a Witchbrook, which is it's from the Wargroove makers, and it's a slice of life Magical Academy game, which it looks cute. And Rift of the Necrodancer, which I believe got a.
But you're just skipping a bunch of stuff. Like, I know you don't want to talk about the other stuff, but at least list them.
Sure. Okay. Eternal Life of Goldman, the Gradius Origins, which I believe is I think this is a remake. And yeah, Crypt of the Necrodancer gets Rift of the Necrodancer.
Yeah,
which is
I'm a bit
already out.
I'm a bit bothered that it's like, oh, this game got shadow dropped, and it's like it didn't. It was already out on Steam.
Yeah,
I know it was already out on Steam. I don't own it. It's on my wish list. I will buy it when it's 30% off.
Yep, when you get the email. Tamagotchi Plaza. It's been a long time since I've heard anything about Tamagotchis, so it's fun to see them again.
Is it?
Okay. It's interesting to me to see them again.
Is it?
All right. Pokemon Legends ZA. This is the one that I'm actually super hyped for. This is like an auto buy for me. And we got to see more of the megas. We got to find out what ZA actually means. It's you climbing up from rank Z to rank A in the Nighttime Battles League around Lumiose City.
Yeah, the screenshot for the trailer is just a fucking mega. I think it's a mega
Gengar,
yeah, but Mega Gengar looks like a Haunter, so it trips me up.
Yeah, Mega Gengar looks so much better than Gengar, though. Oh man,
I like regular Gengar. He's a good little guy.
Like, I think Haunter looks better than Gengar as well. So like it looking more like Haunter is like a good thing for me. Rhythm Paradise is a new Rhythm Heaven game. When I was watching the direct itself, this was like one of the most long and trippy segments because they did just do some rhythmy stuff, like getting these little dot people to just jump through these hoops.
Right. Apparently it's not out till next year, so it's one of those where it's going to be in the back burner for a while.
Yeah. The Nintendo Switch Virtual Game Card System.
Yeah. Okay. So I read an article about this independently of this list we're going through, and I got to be honest with you, fucking Nintendo's weird about everything.
Yeah. Like, this is just an encapsulation of the way that Japanese developers have to reinvent the wheel in exactly their own way every single time. They can't just do something
not even
correctly.
Japanese, though. It's specifically Nintendo, because Sony doesn't have this problem.
Yeah, because when they were showing all of the features of this, until about 9/10 of the way through, I'm like, can't you already fucking do this with the eShop? You just download the games anyway. And what it actually does is let you lend out a game that you've bought on the eShop to someone else in your family group. That's what it does.
Which is dumb.
But the thing that makes it worse is that if you have two Switches, you can make it so that one console doesn't have the game and the other one does, which is fucking silly. Why would you want this?
It's Nintendo being Nintendo. There's plenty of people out there who don't understand that Nintendo is they're not quite as dinosaurish as Capcom, but they're fucking weird about everything. It's like, here's how you solve this problem, but we don't want to do it that way. Why not? It solves the problem because we're Nintendo and we know best. About the only smart decision Nintendo have done in the last 30 years is maintain making new consoles because it's the only way they make money.
Yeah, keeping their own walled garden as well.
Yeah, if you could get Nintendo games on any other system, people would never touch a Nintendo console again.
Yeah, and they'd still make bank, but the fact that they can control it means that they keep their own niche. High on Life now on Switch.
Fine. Don't know why this took so long to go to Switch. It's not that intensive of a game.
Yeah. Star Overdrive. Pre-orders up now. This one is a sword combat hoverboardy game.
Sure.
The Wandering Village. More of a cartoony graphics strategy thing.
Rick, literally just reading the paragraph. If you're not interested, just say the name and move on. It's fine.
King of Meat, Lose Lagoon, and Fantasy Life I.
I don't know what this is, but the emphasis the article gives it makes it seem as if it's an important announcement.
Yeah, this one, it looks like if Animal Crossing had more things to do than just the Animal Crossing stuff. It's like how you got your like your RPG elements in Stardew, where you can go into your dungeon. Yeah.
Okay.
Like that.
So Rune Factory.
I guess, yeah. Saga Frontier 2.
Isn't it pronounced Saga?
Yeah, Saga. But like the G is a big one, so it's like Saga.
Okay. It's not in the article though, is it? So forgive me.
Okay, but like in the logo for Saga, it's a big G.
But it's still one word. I appreciate that perhaps it is meant to be Saga, but it sounds like you're doing like an impression of Dracula from that one fucking Scooby-Doo movie we did.
Yeah.
Like Shaggy.
Shaggy. Or Michael McIntyre getting really annoyed at like Big Fat Quiz of the Year saying, a banana. Monument Valley.
Yeah, this is just
Everybody's Golf.
Monument Valley is literally just a fucking port.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, so it's already on smartphones and PC. Okay. Everybody's Golf. A Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which is made by the Streets of Rage 4 and Shredder's Revenge developers.
This actually looks really charming.
Yeah, it's really cute. Would be interested to see how this goes. Tomodachi Life.
I was very surprised because earlier when you said Tamagotchi, I thought you fucked up the word.
No. This one is the Mii's version of like Animal Crossing or whatever, and it shows one lady in a dream coming up to the person having a dream and being enormous, and it's some of it's rather trippy, but yeah, it's like The Sims kind of.
It's like The Sims, except you have a lot less control over it. Things just sort of happen, and you watch it and you have fun. The only thing I'm eager to find out is whether or not Nintendo will commit to their promise of allowing gay relationships within it, because that was a bit of a controversy with the last Tomodachi, where they accidentally allowed gay romances in the Tomodachi formula, and then when it got pointed out how progressive Nintendo was, Nintendo went, oh, that's a mistake, that shouldn't happen, and they patched it out.
Ooh, boy. Yeah, bad show. Bad show.
And this time around they said, no, this time we're including it, and it's allowed to happen, so it's one of those things where people are sort of eager to hear, or rather see, whether or not they stick to that promise.
Yeah. And then Shiggy showed us Nintendo Today.
It's nice to see that Shiggy's still alive and well, but that's about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, who cares about this fucking shit? Here's an app.
Yeah. It's the worst thing as well. Like, these apps are like, oh man, feed us your data and we'll feed you like a tiny amount of nothing. And it's just news, but you have to take an entire app for it. Get fucked.
Like, I don't like Kotaku, but I'd rather just read Kotaku articles than download and use this app.
Like, I feel the same way about just news in general. Like, I don't want an app for news. I want to go and visit the news when I want to go read it.
My app for news is technically Reddit.
Yeah.
But yes, that's going to do it for news today, because, again, we're only about halfway through the week, and we decided that just touching on the most recent Nintendo Direct, that should probably do. So with that in mind, Rick, what are we doing today?
We're doing Transformers Power of the Primes, Episode 1, The Swamp. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Yeah, so apparently everything but this series is available on YouTube, so the lead up to this you can just watch for free on the YouTubes. This might also be on YouTube, but we're using a different outlet.
Sure.
Yeah, this is the third part of the Prime Wars trilogy, which, it being owned by Hasbro, is just a ploy to sell more toys, but it's Transformers, you know the deal.
Yeah, that's why they kill Transformers, is so that they can replace them with additional Transformers and sell new toys.
Like, the first movie ending with everyone dying was literally just that, and they weren't even subtle about it. They traumatized a generation.
Not you, Jazz.
No one's favourite Transformer is Jazz. Looks like the Black Knight from Fire Emblem.
It does a bit.
Oh, that's
Yeah, he's got
Megatronus then.
Yeah, it is.
This is so weird hearing his voice because, like, we've been watching a lot of regular show.
Yeah, hearing it so, like, muted and, like, downbeat just sounds weird.
I mean, Hamill could do a villain.
Yeah. Like, normally he seems to be having fun with his villains, whereas this one kind of it's a dispassionate one.
I think he's just fresh off of killing Optimus Prime, so, you know.
Maybe. Fair enough. Okay.
Man, Transformers lore is so fucking shit.
Yeah, it's silly. So is there some that he's not gonna kill?
But I don't fucking know, dude. You got all the information I do. It's interesting because, like, I'm not used to seeing Megatronus with a design that looks more like a bishop than just a badass beast machine.
I'm not used to Megatronus at all. I don't even know the character at all.
Oh, you do? You've seen the Megatronus before? He was in the Transformers movie you saw.
Okay.
He was the one that Megatron idolized.
Yeah, but he was already dead.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, you see his design, his face looked like the Decepticon mark. That was kind of the point.
Sure.
Being surrounded by flame, it's not really a big deal when you're made of metal, is it?
Yeah, it's a lot less of an issue.
Yeah, jumping in at episode 19 may have not been the brightest idea we've ever had, but it's an idea that hit me last minute, and I was like, fuck it, it's 10 minutes, it's episode 1 of a thing, let's see. The animation's pretty smooth.
Yeah.
And there's Megatron.
Yeah, like our Megatron.
Title drop.
Like, how massive are those plants?
Very big.
Yeah.
I like the kind of geisha makeup they've gone for her.
Yeah. So is that Black Arachnia?
Dude, I don't know. I'm imagining it's not Black Arachnia because it doesn't look like Black Arachnia. Man, that means you're old as shit, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, she looks like she turns into some sort of fucking starship.
Jet. Yeah.
That one's really throwing me because she doesn't look like she should have such a feminine voice.
No.
So it's one of those where, like, no one here actually wants to follow Megatron, but it's like, unfortunately, he is the best leader they have at the moment. It's like when the X-Men follow Magneto.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Immediately, what I thought of. Yeah, just when Magneto is the best hope of mutants.
Yeah, Dinobots!
Yeah.
Look at these Dinobots that should just be fucking Power Ranger Megazords.
Yeah. Watch them combine, yeah. Me, Grimlock!
But the fucking mouse syncing wasn't too good on that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would not fuck with her. She looks tough.
She's a massive fire engine with an axe.
I just realised that she's missing an arm.
Yeah, it took until you said that for me to realise that as well.
I'm sick of listening to your bullshit.
Yeah.
God, I really did love Beast Wars. It's my favourite version of Transformers.
To be honest, I've not seen a lot of Transformers, but I really did like Transformers 1.
You're old.
I am. No, but like the new one,
Yeah, unfortunately
the one
Hasbro's
with,
fucking abandoned it, so...
Yeah. Immediately abandoned it.
It's almost as if people don't go and see films if you don't advertise them.
Yeah. Or even worse, if the advert made it look worse.
The reason why me and our mutual friend went to see that film is because it looked shit. And we liked it.
It was good.
Yeah, it was very good. It was arguably one of the best films of the year.
Yeah. Yeah. And like the worst thing about that movie was the ad.
It looks like he's getting fucked.
Getting pounded by dinosaurs.
That is someone's fetish, and you know it.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. Feet.
Like, this Transformer can fly, so surely this isn't a problem.
Yeah, she can literally fly. Okay, so the only reason that she's not doing it is so that she can do some ninja flip.
I think that's why I like Transformers. It's very close to just fucking straight up wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah, waterboarding a Transformer doesn't really have the gravitas that doing it to someone who needs to breathe has.
I love the moment of just like, that's it, I'm done fucking around.
Yep.
It doesn't look like she's got control over the area, my dude.
Yeah. Pressure upon pressure. Just Thor hammering everything.
Listen, we're not technically friends, we're kind of just working with him for a minute. Oh shit, they are making a Megazord.
Yo, they're actually Megazording.
That's why they look like Megazords.
I kind of want it.
It is just a 10-minute advert for toys. Oh, Machinima was involved in this. That's a company that's fucking dead.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And that's what you get when the show is 7 years old.
Oh, dude, 2018 was 7 years ago. Fuck off. Oh, fuck. Eric, what did you think?
It was fine. I didn't know much of what was going on.
It was a 10-minute episode, but the bulk of it was a fight scene, so come on.
Yeah. The fight was pretty cool. I like the visuals. But yeah, I think I can save the rest of it for the final three. What do you think?
Yeah, it was fine. I think I may have handicapped you specifically by picking an episode that's like after 2 seasons of content. But it's one of those where, like, looking at the backdrop of just like Optimus Prime is dead, everyone's helping Megatron because he wants to stop the Transformers from being genocided. That's enough of a summary for me to be like, okay, I get the general gist.
Yeah, like that was a decent summary, and also, you know, it gave us a little bit of info on like Megatronus and what was it, Solar Prime or Sol Prime?
Solar
Prime?
Solus Prime, which
Solus Prime.
From the flashback we can gather that
waifu, yeah,
Megatronus was fond of her, and from the way the Transformers were talking about her being gone, might be why Megatronus is going all genocidal, because no one saved Solus.
Yeah, either no one saved her or she was his first victim.
I don't think it was his first victim. It seems to very much imply that he had a soft spot for her.
Yeah.
And he doesn't seem to be, like, insane. He's just a bastard.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be an asshole in the flashback, or as much of an asshole in the flashback.
Like, if it wasn't the fact that he wanted to destroy all life, he wouldn't be that bad in the present.
Yeah.
But yes, anyway, Rick, let's do our usual wind down. Do you have a standout favourite moment?
Other than, you know, combining into Megazord, just Grimlock popping out of the undergrowth as his T-Rex form and just transforming and just going, "Me, Grimlock." I'm like, yeah!
I mean, you were getting hyped for some Grimlock action before we even started the episode.
Yeah. Yeah, big old T-Rex man, he's cool. But yeah, how about you? Do you have a favourite moment?
It was pretty interesting seeing Megatron just get fucking yeeted.
Yeah, he got yoked, and it was also just like cool just seeing Megatron in general be not just a villain, you know? Like, yes, he's still Megatron, but like having him be mostly rational and like persuasive against what I'm assuming are Autobots.
It's hard to tell because, again, I'm not familiar with any of the team apart from Megatron. The others are unfamiliar to me.
Yeah.
But yes, anyway. Let's get to our usual moment of sandwiching badness. Boy, my ability to speak just went out the window. Rick, what's your weakest link today?
Context.
I gave you the context.
So, yeah, exactly. So
can you give a weakest link that isn't born from me picking a poor episode?
Well, exactly that. It's like I didn't, even with the general context, I didn't know like so many things about what was happening and what was going on and like who people were. So it was difficult to get a read on. Yeah.
I assume if you didn't jump in episode 19, that wouldn't have been your weakest link. So is there anything else you can point to?
I guess actually a diversity of quote unquote hero characters. Like there were only like 4 or 5 of them. You'd expect there to be like at least a few more. And it seems like Megatron might actually be the only Decepticon who's kicking about at the moment. So it would feel more organic if he had at least one lieutenant kicking about with him. Here's the problem: is this again falls under joining at a weird moment, because the reason why there isn't more robots is because they're just after the down part. Like I told you before, Optimus Prime died. An episode maybe killed 2 ago. Yeah, I'm assuming Starscream would have been one of the earlier ones to go as well. So
I think
having Megatron have Starscream or Soundwave just as his number 2, and like that basically be his only friend left around would have been like a cool dynamic to have alongside all of these Autobots. But yeah, that's enough nitpick.
I don't think it really works with Starscream as the problem, because Starscream is only kept in line by Might is Right, and Megatron is not Might at the moment.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, because I don't know if Starscream would want to rule over nothing. So knowing that it's collaborate or die, I think he would just actually, bend the knee and keep on collaborating.
I don't think he would. I think he'd join Megatronus with the intent of stabbing him in the back. Like Starscream is a very Grima Wormtongue-esque figure.
Sure, fair enough. Now I'll capitulate to you on that one. But yes, do you have a weakest link in general?
Yeah, my weakest link is the only Dinobot that showed up with a name was Grimlock. The others are very clearly jobbers.
Like, you can see from the design, like, oh yeah, I kind of remember seeing something like that in a toy shop.
Yeah, but those designs that you see in the toy shop are from knockoff Transformers.
Yeah. Just a crap dinosaur robot that's not Grimlock.
Well, in my mind, the only two dinosaur Transformers worth a damn were the OG Dinobot and Megatron.
Yeah.
Everyone else,
literally.
they weren't Dinobots as a team, they were Predacons, and you had stuff like Black Arachnia, and I can't remember his name, but he was a tarantula, and you also had Scorponok, just basically insects.
Yeah.
That's why Megatron was so cool, because he just happened to get a T-Rex.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't like to end on a low note, we like to end on a high. So, Rick, who gets your MVP today?
I'm probably going to have to still give it to Mark Hamill, because even though I'm more used to him being a lot more highly strung as a villain, it was good to hear him be a more muted, both villain and pre-villain version of the same character.
Rick gives it to Mark Hamill, despite only being in the episode for 2 minutes, because he knows Mark Hamill's name.
Yeah, but also the fact, it's 2 minutes out of a 10-minute episode is still not bad.
If you say so. I'm still going to mock you for it.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to get mocked. Don't worry about it. How about you? Do you have an MVP for today?
Oh, I'm giving it to Megatron. He felt like Megatron trying to cobble together a resistance, which is pretty good writing, because Megatron isn't usually so far on the back foot.
Yeah. In the movie, for instance, it shows his slightly more heroic side. So it's nice to see it have the building blocks even the way back here.
Yeah. And also, like, the VA did a good job. If I didn't know better, I'd have said it was the original guy.
Yeah. He did a pretty good job of carrying the gravitas of the scene.
Absolutely. And despite being technically the good guy, he's still a bastard. Which good job.
Oh yes, yeah. He hasn't betrayed the design ethic that is Megatron.
Yeah, like the two definitely good guys that are accompanying him, he keeps them in line by saying, look, we've got to be on the same team, otherwise we all die. And the other person who we can't tell if they're good or bad, he's keeping them there because you still owe me a debt, so fuck you.
Yep.
A very Megatron behaviour. But yeah, all round a fun episode for me. Maybe less so for Rick, because he's less into the Transformer stuff.
Well, it's less that I don't like it, it's more the case of I just don't know about it.
I didn't say you didn't like it, I said less into it.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, that does it for us today. Let us know in the comment section what you thought of today's episode. Tell us why we're stupid for starting at episode 19, even though we already know that.
Oh, yeah, I mean, okay, we can't change that in the past.
Yeah. Let us know who your favourite Transformer of all time is. Are you a Maximal, a Predacon, an Autobot, or Decepticon? It matters not, we accept all here. Alternatively, if you don't have the comment section because you're not on YouTube or Spotify, you can send us an email at
nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com.
Absolutely, we're eager to hear from you, and we will read out any messages we get that are either witty, insightful, funny, or just encouraging. If you call us poo babbies, we will ignore you.
Oh, we might also consider that to be funny.
I wouldn't. Don't call me a poo babby.
Okay.
But yeah, join us again next week, guys, where we'll do something a bit more intensive, hopefully.
Yeah, see you later, everybody.